Why do both of these motherfuckers have a plusle and minin with orange berries? Let me kill you. Who spells Caleb like that? Oh my god, with the thunder wave. Fuck
It's
you.
Romanized.
Oh my god, I hate both of you.
It's a good thing you're not allowed to use items in battle.
Why is its ear bent like that?
What was the actual bonus you get from plus and minus again?
I think it's like 50% boost to your special attack. It should be like plus 200% for using that shit.
Yeah.
Have you no compassion or pity? I like that.
It'd be funny if plus and minus were supposed to be garbage, but then when they're together, they're ridiculously strong.
Yeah, they're clearly supposed to be like the face of the double battles, but they aren't really. They're just too... I mean, statistically, they're like average. Really, they're just bad. I mean, it doesn't help that Gen 3 is still before movesets for Pokemon became actually good. Gen 4 is just when they decided maybe we should give all the Pokemon actual movesets instead of only like 10% of Pokemon having moves to use.
Oh, like through leveling up or just in general?
Both. Both through leveling up and also making the most TMs worth a damn instead of only like, again, making like 10 TMs each game worth using. Why is Roselia part poison? We have enough grass poison types, goddammit.
Roselia's poison?
Yeah. At least I'm assuming it is because it just, it was hit super effectively by confusion. I think Silverwind used to be normal type, so I still don't like internalize that it's a bug move. Or maybe I'm thinking of Razor Wind. Actually, Razor Wind is one of the most inexplicably bad moves. It's not like it was a move that was bad in its debut generation and got buffed. I think it's just always been terrible. It's like one of those store up for a turn and then attack the next turn moves. But it doesn't have 100 accuracy. I think it's only like 90 power. And it doesn't have like a special effect or anything. It's so randomly terrible. I honestly don't understand what the point of it is. At least they buffed Skull Bash to buffing your defense for the turn that you're charging up.
I feel like I've never even heard of that move.
Skull Bash?
No, Razor Wind.
Oh, yeah. It was a TM in Gen 1. I don't know if like what actually learns it. Then I think they finally just straight up removed the move in Gen 8 or 9. So even Game Freak was like, I don't know, bro. Move sucks.
Well, they change moves a lot. Could have just made it better.
They should have, and they frequently do. I don't know why they left Razor Wind alone for so long.
Considering I feel like I've never even heard of it, they just buried it, I guess.
Yep. Again, they'll remove both cool and useless moves, but Stealth Rock is still around. You remember last time I was recording, I was ranting about competitive Pokemon, and how, like, there was a Pokemon in OU in Gen 1 that fell out of OU just because people got tired of using it?
Yes.
That almost... I think that, like, kind of happened with Gen 6, because there was Talonflame, the, like, starter bird from Gen 6. And that was, like, an OU threat for so long. And then, even when I didn't really know much about competitive Pokemon, I was like, isn't that thing quadruple weak to rock? Doesn't it melt to fucking Stealth Rock? And it's, lo and behold, like 10 years later, it's like, oh, if Talonflame falls out of NU or falls out of OU because people remember that Stealth Rock is a move. Like, wow, fucking idiots.
Wasn't this the game that added Stealth Rock?
It was either this or Gen 4. All this stuff about competitive Pokemon and, like, the players being really kind of dumb about what they consider good or not, it's like, it reminds me of this one Reddit comment I saw about Guilty Gear once, where someone was... I don't even remember what game it was for, it doesn't matter. He was like, Kai is by far the best character in the game, and the only reason that people don't think he is because Kai players suck ass.
Apparently, if you fling a fossil, it's 100 power. Which is the second best power you can get from fling.
Is the best the Iron Ball?
Iron Ball and Big Nugget are 130.
I love stupid gimmick moves like that.
Flinging a feather is stronger than flinging a pre-cooked burger.
What? There's a burger? I don't mind the trick house. I do mind that this game introduced the running shoes and it doesn't let you run indoors. Only the Gen 3 games don't let you run indoors. One generation later, they were like, oh yeah, that is kind of dumb, isn't it?
If you fling a TR, its power is the power of the TR.
Oh, that's surprisingly not, like, complicated. That's, like, surprisingly in-depth.
This is how you can make... this is how you can make Solar Beam one turn. But one
Without
time,
the sun.
ever.
Yeah, for one time. Or Hyper Beam. Hit yourself in confusion, you goddamn asshole. I don't want to waste my confusions.
I only just learned the other day that... Because like, Jesse James was a famous criminal person.
That's why they're named that.
No, I only learned recently that Butch Cassidy is also a famous criminal.
Oh shit. You know, I didn't know about Jesse James. I did know about Butch Cassidy, and I somehow still didn't put that one together. There's so many things like that where I have A and I have B, and my brain never puts them together.
Okay, what type is this gym? Water?
This isn't a gym, it's a Trick Master thing.
Oh, right, I already fucking forgot.
To answer your question, though, it's normal type.
So this is actually worth it, you decided?
The first reward is a rare candy, and that's the only reward that I'm gonna bother with. Okay, the last one is something for your secret base. The second to last one is a PP Max, which is good, but I'm not going through all 7 puzzles to get that shit. So I'm just getting the rare candy and leaving. Hey, what bike do you think I should get?
I should probably just look up a walkthrough and find out what the objectively right answer is.
I mean, there isn't really one because they're both used for puzzles.
I remember liking the X-Bike more because it doesn't have the stupid momentum thing.
It's a lot easier to control, that's for sure. Oh god.
It doesn't have this shitty fake Deltarune acceleration when you move around.
I do hate that about Deltarune, is like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good and it also doesn't look good.
It doesn't seem natural at all. I don't get why it's there.
And there's no animation for it. Very bizarre. What do you think about Wingull, since you like birds so much?
Whoa! It's okay. Just a seagull, nothing special.
You like that animation?
Yeah.
Man, this guy can actually fuck me up.
Combuskin looks kind of cool in this sprite, but not as much in the Sugimori art.
Please don't kill me. Yeesh. I forgot that Combuskin is actually part fighting. I didn't think I got the fighting type until Blaziken. Be gone! Oh wow. Pretty high special defense, actually. Or my confusion is just getting outclassed. I really need a new attacking move.
Is Supersonic Racing still in Smash Ultimate?
Was it ever in Smash?
It's in Brawl, at least.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I would look it up, because I really don't remember. Does Lotad really evolve it before level 14? Level 14 Lombre, like, doesn't seem right to me. But the series is no stranger to cheating.
Yeah, I was about to say, I will never trust any NPC in a Pokemon game, so I don't know.
Ah shit, this thing's part dark.
I even think of the wrong game, but I swear to God, during the Gen 1 race we did 100 years ago, I had it happen to me where somebody just used Protect like 6 times in a row and it worked. Every time, which is like statistically improbable.
I remember I told you about, oh yeah, I wanted to bring this up last time, how I was like, I'm gonna do the extra like bonus fights, but I am absolutely not going to fuck with the Battle Frontier, because they just cheat. There is a Battle Frontier trainer whose strategy is toxic you and then just successfully protect like 15 times in a row. Straight up horse shit.
One of the Battle Frontier battle themes is like upsetting.
In like a bad way?
It's like hell clown music.
Oh, don't use a Harden. It's gonna make this take even longer. Thank God for Compound Eyes.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but the Battle Frontier reminds me of the Battle Subway from Gen 5. Which I remember I started doing it and just tapped out purely because the downtime between everything is ridiculous.
Yep. I am pretty sure I was the exact same way. I love Gen 5, but that shit is AIDS.
Anyway, Supersonic Racing is in fact in Smash Ultimate still.
Okay. Shows
Which
how
I'm
much
really...
shows how much I mess with these Sonic music.
Yeah. And I'm really glad that it is, because it makes me happy that that woman's voice lives on in modern works.
I wonder what she does, if she does anything.
Yeah, I was listening to that song earlier, and I realized that, like, the latter 50% of that song is just a lot of grunting and yelling. Like,
everybody.
yeah, and it's like you were supposed to beat the game like 5 minutes ago, and she's just like vamping. But then I realized that pretty much all the Sonic R songs involve a lot of grunting and yelling.
That's just how it is.
She has a real penchant for randomly screaming, "Yeah!"
I don't think that's too out there.
It's
honest.
not. I enjoy it.
Okay, you know what? I'll come back to that when I have Gust.
The brief amount I played of Black 2 or White 2, one of the gyms is just a rock concert.
Oh yeah, I think it's the first one.
Yeah.
The Poison Gym, inexplicably.
Like, and in the gym, like, the song has lyrics.
Yeah. Kind of cool for a DS game.
Also, the gym is literally like one room, which I appreciate. The last thing I remember doing in Black or White 2 was doing the fucking weird, like, theater stuff and being very confused.
I think it's really cool that there are so many custom sprites in that. Like, there's a lot of weird-ass things that you fight. I've never done it myself, I've just seen the sprites. There's like a UFO, there's like a giant woman. I fell off Cycling Road. How? There's enormous guardrails.
Jesus.
Did you do a kickflip or some shit? Whoa!
What the?
I've never seen that before.
Why was that so long? Is there any move sound effects in this game that you've heard so many times that it
Ice Beam.
curses you when you hear it?
Ice Beam.
That's from Marvel too. Don't be crass.
But also Earthquake.
For me, it's the absorb sound.
Oh yeah, that too. Leech Life, Absorb, Mega Drain.
And they kept that sound, like, for a while too.
It's iconic in the same way that, like, AIDS is iconic.
Name something America gives to other countries. Aid. AIDS.
Why the fuck are there Poochienas everywhere? Is that thing an invasive species? Fuck off.
We have a bunch of Pokemon cards that are also e-cards.
Do we?
Because they're from the Advanced series, yeah. Because there was a whole generation of Pokemon cards where the side on the side was the dot code to scan.
Oh. Was the e-reader a thing that America actually got and was just woefully undersold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although it was much, much more prominent in Japan.
Right.
For whatever reason. It's still, like, even if you did care about it, it's still cumbersome as hell because you needed 2 Game Boy Advances to work with it. Well, if you wanted the stupid little activities, sure.
Oh,
but
shit.
like, if you wanted to scan cards for other games, you need to have a whole Game Boy Advance with nothing going on it.
Why didn't I just use Confusion again? I guess I don't actually know how the e-reader stuff works, because I thought, well, you know, now I'm thinking about it, I have no idea how the e-reader stuff works, so never mind.
Everything that the e-reader can do is built into it. When you scan the dot code, it just, like, unlocks it.
What does it
So,
plug
like,
into?
You can either plug it into another Game Boy Advance or the GameCube. Because, like, with Animal Crossing, you could get certain furniture items with e-reader cards. Like with Super Mario Advance 4, you could scan the level cards.
Right.
And put those in there. But some e-cards were just activities that you could play, and so you'd only need 1 Game Boy Advance for that. All of the capabilities of the e-reader are all on disc DLC, basically.
That sucks. Well, at least now we live in 2023 where you can get the Super Mario Bros. 3 e-reader levels by paying $80 a year for Nintendo Online.
Actually,
no, it's 50. Well,
can you
whatever.
do the e-reader levels?
Yeah, that's the whole point of them being on the GBA Online, is that all the e-reader shit is unlocked.
For a while, there were a lot of rare e-reader levels that people were trying to find. And then I think eventually all of them were found.
Cool.
But now that it's all on that shit, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Something like that, where it's like the e-reader stuff is now available freely. It does give me hope that F-099 will get the Satellaview shit put in it eventually.
How many BS courses were there?
There was like 4 new cars and 1 new Grand Prix, so 5 new courses, I guess.
That's pretty good.
I think it had new courses. I don't know. The Hyperdrive, I always forget what his name is, had made a video all about it, and yeah.
The pissed off gamer.
The slightly inebriated gamer.
The Italian gamer.
Why does Roman have so many names for the angry video game nerd? There. 1 hit. Fuck you, Nuzleaf. I'm so glad I have a move that I can actually use against dark types now. It only took halfway through the game to get it. This item better be worth it.
Collector Edwin.
Great. Is the Pokemon money actually just called Poke Dollars? Because I've never tried to find out what it's actually called. Some people say it's Poke Dollars. Some people just call it dollars.
In Mystery Dungeon, it's Poke. But in that, it's just like gold, basically. So I don't know.
Have we ever seen physical Poke Dollars in the mainline games? Maybe it really is just gold.
I still remember, for some reason, speaking of game currencies, I still remember our shared confusion when we were playing Japanese Kingdom Hearts 2 and realized that it was called monies instead of money. And really couldn't come up with any explanation as to why they would change it.
I like money singular more, personally.
According to Bulbapedia, a lot of items got a lot more expensive starting in like Gen 7 or so. Like I was looking at the guard spec, it went from 750, and then in Gen 7 it changed to 1500. My very first thought, just because I am cynical, I guess, is that they just like didn't feel like balancing money output, so they just changed the prices of everything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would probably do that too, because I can only imagine that experience and money is very difficult to balance correctly in an RPG. Yeah. None of you fuckers can learn Rock Smash. I hate you. I hate you people.
I hate you fools.
I hate you fuckers. Why is the Dire Hit called Dire Hit and not like X Crit?
Because that's lame.
It's like how all the vitamins are called like shit like Carbos or Protein or Iron, but the HP one is just called HP Up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Did you even try?
Were you recording when Naomi asked me if I could roll my R's?
Yes.
I was like, hello Jackson, question. Can you roll your R's? And he said, yes.
Just yes.
This timeline is all messed up.
It's finally come full circle.
When this comes out.
She just randomly asked me if I could roll my R's. Because I said I learned what hot dog in Spanish was yesterday.
I remember when I was super young, I found it really hard to like dart my eyes. I like couldn't figure it out.
I mean, like looking back and forth really fast?
No, just like how to move my eyes.
Oh.
Without moving my head. Like when I was super young.
Always looking straight forward. It's kind of funny that in all of Pokemon games, when you're surfing or biking into the next route, the surfing and biking music stops. But not in Gen 1. In Gen 1, when you're on the bike, it's always playing the bike music and always surfing music.
So if you're watching this at home, this is being recorded after the Path of Radiance Let's Play, but before the Lost Kingdoms 2 one.
And also before the Lost Kingdoms 1, which is coming after 2.
So then when I watch this back a decade from now and we do happen to play both those games, I'm going to be really confused.
How did I know? Roselia really confuses me because it's not good, but they gave it an evolution and a baby form in Gen 4, which made it like kind of decent. So I feel like Like, did they make the Pokemon and then they just forgot about it? All fisherman dialogue is, the heart of the sea is my water-type Pokemon. Just reiterated about 500 different, slightly different variations. When a Pokemon uses Protect, it says, the Pokemon protected itself. But it still says protected itself when they use Detect. It would be funny if it's like the Pokemon detected itself.
Now here's a worthless Pokemon.
Electrike, yeah. I was actually gonna say earlier, like, why are the electric types in this generation so pathetic? This gym's got puzzles, isn't it fun?
Puzzles in Pokemon dungeons are always not noose tying, and right now.
Please look away from me as I do something real quick.
As soon as you look away, you're gonna hear the Wild West revolver ricochet noise.
Why does this dude have 2 Zigzagoons?
Yeah, when we did the Pokemon Red and Blue race, Silphco and the Pokemon Mansion, I took like one step inside and just opened a map instantly. I was like, I'm gonna lose this race by 7 hours if I don't do this.
I mean, I don't blame you, but I will say that those places are at least short if you know where you're going.
Yeah, which I did not at all.
Yeah, these guys do not have fucking electric-type Pokemon. I'm not complaining because it's variety, but what are you people doing in here? Probably has Volbeat. Wow, I'm a fucking genius.
Whoa,
Shaking
ass
his ass
shake.
at me. What were they thinking?
Why the fuck did they make her ass shake?
I like that the animation of Gust is like a tornado going in a circle, but it's just in front of the Pokemon. Because I didn't feel like fucking with layers.
Anyway, it was cool to, with never playing Pokemon Red before, just pick it up and beat it in one go. Everybody else was playing like on emulators on the big monitors, and I was playing on the original 3DS shitty small S screen.
Wait, did you buy it, or did I buy it and then you played it?
I had homebrewed the 3DS at that point.
Me calling my mom to say, hey, I got a cell phone. Hangs up. How did you get this number?